Stop what you're doing because Chrisean Rock just shared something that has shaken the internet to its core. In a tearful and emotionally charged livestream, she opened up about a horrifying incident that allegedly took place during a trip to Las Vegas. Her words were haunting. She described lying in the corner of a bed while Blueface physically assaulted her, threatening her life and the life of their unborn child. "If you move, your stomach will bleed. I'll kill this baby. You'll bleed for a month," he allegedly warned, punctuating it with gang references that seemed meant to intimidate. For months, social media had buzzed with speculation about their child. Baby Junior people whispered, questioned, and criticized, but now, Chrisean's voice cut through the noise with raw clarity. Her confession did not just confirm fears, it directed them with chilling precision at Blueface. The moment spread like wildfire across platforms. And people are no longer asking vague questions, they are demanding accountability. What was once rumor is now a public reckoning. And the silence surrounding their toxic relationship has finally been shattered. Chrisean broke down in tears, finally revealing that her son Baby Junior's health struggles and delayed development might be the painful consequences of everything she went through during pregnancy, especially the chaos and trauma caused by Blueface. She spoke with raw emotion, saying she received no peace, no support, only stress, arguments, and betrayal. Now, her child was bearing the cost. Her words hit hard, not as finger-pointing but as a desperate truth from a mother at her breaking point. The internet lit up, recognizing it not just as an emotional confession, but as something deeper, a confirmation of what many had feared all along. The toxic environment she endured, especially while carrying her son, may have left invisible scars on both of them. And when she called out the betrayal of someone sleeping with their own crew, their manager, their so-called road dog, the one they leaned on the most, it shattered any illusion of loyalty left in their world. She never truly had the man she thought she did. Only the chaos that came with the mask he wore. What she mistook for love turned out to be nothing close to it. And whatever loyalty he claimed to represent under the name of Crip was absent in his actions. Instead, what she got was cruelty disguised as charisma, demon cloaked in street fame and music deals. One of the most haunting memories she carried was the time he allegedly ran her over with a car while she was visibly pregnant, nearly 7 months along. That moment burned into her soul, serving as a devastating reminder that neither her life nor the unborn child's seemed to matter to him. For a long time, people dismissed her words as emotional exaggeration, but slowly the pieces are beginning to fall into place. Leaked text messages have surfaced, messages laced with threats and disturbing undertones. Courtroom whispers have emerged from insiders who claim the documentation being reviewed includes photos, detailed testimonies, and behavior that could no longer be swept under the rug. But perhaps most damning is a voice recording from a nurse who was reportedly present during one of the incidents. Her tone is calm but serious, and what she says lines up almost perfectly with the woman's original account. It is no longer a matter of opinion. It is becoming a matter of evidence. The public is demanding accountability louder than ever before, and even legal circles are starting to shift in tone. Experts now question whether Blueface will continue dodging responsibility, or if the mounting pressure and trail of receipts will finally bring him face to face with consequences long overdue. The question has shifted from "did he really do it?" to "when will justice finally catch up to him?" As more truths come to light, this saga is beginning to feel less like another messy celebrity split and more like the unraveling of a dangerous pattern, one that speaks to a bigger issue in how abuse is overlooked when fame and chaos distract from the pain behind the scenes. This unfolding story might just be the turning point that changes everything. Not only for her, but for every woman watching who has ever been dismissed or doubted. What once seemed like just another chapter in a messy celebrity saga has taken a deeply human, heartbreaking turn. This isn't about viral lives or petty drama anymore. It's about a child caught in the crossfire of one of the most toxic relationships in recent pop culture. From the moment Chrisean Rock announced her pregnancy, the world reacted with more concern than celebration. Her turbulent on-and-off relationship with Blueface had already played out in front of millions, fights, breakdowns, and chaos live-streamed like episodes of a never-ending reality show. So when she revealed she was expecting, social media didn't applaud, it panicked. Questions swirled. Is she ready to be a mom? Will Blueface step up? Can a baby survive this level of dysfunction? Blueface made his stance clear early on, denying the child publicly and coldly labeling the pregnancy as her responsibility alone. While she carried the baby through an emotional battlefield, chased him to strip clubs, cried on live, fought off judgment and loneliness, He played happy family with another woman. Fast forward over a year, and baby Junior is now at the center of public concern. Fans have noticed he often seems unresponsive during live streams, his speech development lags behind, and his demeanor appears distant or overstimulated. What began as quiet whispers exploded into viral threads and expert commentary. Then came the moment that shifted everything. Chrisean Rock and makeup-free, clutching her son during a live stream, delivered a tearful confession that broke the internet. Maybe he is delayed, but y'all don't know what I went through carrying him. I cried more than I slept. I had no peace, just stress and trauma. Maybe that's why he's struggling now. Her words hit like a gut punch, real, vulnerable, and unfiltered. She wasn't placing blame. She was finally revealing the depth of what she had endured. Public reactions split instantly. Some applauded her bravery for owning her truth and acknowledging how trauma can leave marks on the unborn. Others criticized her for choosing to have the baby despite the chaos. But then, the internet was rocked again. A nurse, allegedly involved in Chrisean's postpartum care, leaked a voice note, and documents claiming developmental concerns were flagged within weeks of Junior's birth. We noticed it early, the nurse says in the audio. He didn't react to light. His tone was low. She told me she cried the entire pregnancy. That one sentence, she cried the whole time, lit up TikTok like wildfire. Celebrities chimed in. Summer Walker wrote, "The body remembers stress. So do babies." Young Miami added, "She ain't perfect, but she's showing up and telling her truth." But perhaps the most damning turn came when Chrisean dropped receipt screenshots and messages proving that Blueface had been warned about Junior's potential risks and had mocked it. The tide has shifted. This is no longer just about two celebrities spiraling. This is about accountability, trauma, and the impact of emotional abuse on the most innocent one of all, their child. A bombshell revelation has just sent shockwaves through the internet, confirming many of the darkest suspicions surrounding the emotional and developmental struggles of Chrisean Rock's son, baby Junior. It all started with a set of leaked screenshots, allegedly pulled from a private group chat between Blueface's manager and a mutual acquaintance. The tone of the conversation is disturbingly callous, disregarding not only Chrisean's mental state during pregnancy but also the potential impact on the unborn child. She's stressing for no reason. "That kid gone, be fine," one message reads. But the most chilling line, attributed to Blueface himself, reads, "She just trying to guilt me into playing dad. That ain't even my baby, for real." Those words, archived and reposted countless times, echo louder now than ever. Because this isn't just a messy relationship gone public, this is documented emotional neglect toward a child before he even took his first breath. But what came next added devastating legitimacy. A second leak, allegedly from a doula, who worked with Chrisean, included a photograph of a printed form marked prenatal mental health and risk indicators for neurodevelopmental disorders. The form, reportedly provided by her OB/GYN in the second trimester, had critical boxes checked: frequent crying spells, unstable domestic conditions, and partner-related emotional abuse. In the margins, a handwritten note reads, "Recommend modified bed rest and partner therapy. Patient refuses to rest. Feels unsafe. No stable support system." That single line "feels unsafe" rattled social media. Within 2 hours, the hashtag Junior deserved better trended nationwide. Influencers, therapists, and mothers flooded the internet with personal stories, echoing a common message: too many women suffer silently, and too many babies pay the price. Celebrities soon followed. Taraji P. Henson reposted Chrisean's Raw livestream, captioned, "This broke me." Lizzo weighed in via Instagram story, "Y'all treat black moms like punching bags until they break." Even Nicki Minaj hit the follow button on Chrisean's profile, no words needed. Meanwhile, Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, who had once gone viral for cruelly accusing Chrisean of raising a crack baby, attempted to backtrack. This time crying on her own live stream, "If that boy got something wrong, I ain't never meant him no harm." But the internet wasn't buying the apology. One viral comment summed it up bluntly: "You mocked that baby for months. You don't get to cry now." The public's focus shifted, not just toward blaming Chrisean, but questioning everyone who stood by. Where were the industry handlers, the label, the podcast hosts who capitalized on her pain? Why didn't anyone step in when she went live at 3 a.m., 8 months pregnant, sobbing into her phone? But amid the outrage, a sliver of hope emerged. A newly leaked voice note between Chrisean and a pediatric neurologist went viral, with the doctor confirming Junior's delays appear moldand with proper care. He can improve. We need consistency, the doctor says. Both parents involved, especially the father. That clip alone has racked up millions of views and sparked a petition, already at over 215,000 signatures, demanding Blueface publicly take accountability and help fund Junior's therapy. But Chrisean, she's done talking for now. Instead of signing the petition, she posted a new video, one that many are calling the most emotional yet. In a haunting video clip now etched into the internet's memory, Chrisean Rock is seen holding her son close, whispering through tears, "You're gonna be okay, son? Even if I have to walk through hell with you." Then, with a piercing gaze into the camera, she delivers the line that sparked a movement. "I carried this boy through storms, and now I'm the one who has to protect him from the man who created him." It was no longer just pain, it was a battle cry. Chrisean wasn't simply exposing the truth anymore. She was gearing up for war. And sources suggest this is about far more than child support. She's reportedly preparing to fight for full custody and to cut Blueface out of her child's life entirely. But just as social media tried to catch its breath, another explosion rocked the timeline, this time from within Blueface's own bloodline. His estranged sister Kali, long at odds with him, broke her silence and shared a damning series of voice notes, screenshots, and video clips that exposed just how deep this situation goes. In one heart-wrenching voicemail from when Chrisean was 7 months pregnant, her voice cracked as she sobbed, "He kicked me out. I'm bleeding. I have nowhere to go. He told me to call my real baby daddy." Alone, bleeding, and emotionally shattered, Chrisean was left to fend for herself while Blueface reportedly laughed behind closed doors. Kali then dropped a hidden video clip showing Blueface mocking her, saying she was too emotional to even raise a goldfish. His words, "If the baby comes out slow, that's her fault for crying all the time," stunned even his loyal fans into silence. But the final blow came in the form of a text message screenshot. Blueface allegedly messaged, "If anything's wrong with that baby, don't let it be pinned on me. I wasn't even involved like that." Those words have since been turned into a rallying cry across TikTok, Instagram, and X under the hashtag #BluefaceKnew. Public figures started speaking out. Keke Palmer called out the culture of silence. Megan Good voiced her support for Chrisean, and Cardi B, once a critic, asked everyone to pray for that baby. Then came the legal bombshell. According to a leaked case summary from LA Family Court, Chrisean is seeking full custody and a restraining order barring Blueface from unsupervised visits. Her legal team cited emotional neglect, developmental delays in the child, and a list of at least 15 abusive incidents, many caught on camera. Even Blueface's other baby mama, Jaden Alexis, is rumored to be testifying in court. With the internet ablaze, support poured in from every corner: parenting forums, trauma counselors, celebrities, and even hip-hop heavyweights like DDG and Waka Flocka, who condemned the exploitation of black mothers. The Shade Room and Bet distanced themselves from Blueface, and Zeus Network, home to the toxic reality series that monetized this chaos, faced serious backlash. A former producer even admitted they kept the cameras rolling as Chrisean cried for help off-screen. Now, the conversation has shifted from gossip to accountability. The world is watching not just a scandal, but a reckoning. And this time, the spotlight is on protecting baby Junior, not the drama that broke him. While the internet continued to erupt in outrage over Blueface's behavior and the heartbreaking revelations surrounding baby Junior, an unexpected voice stepped into the spotlight: his mother, Carlissa Saffold, long regarded as her son's most vocal defender. Carlissa had often taken to social media to shift blame toward Chrisean Rock while minimizing Blueface's accountability. But this time, she offered no excuses or defense, only a cryptic prayer posted across her platforms. "May God heal the broken and protect the innocent. That's all I'll say for now." The vague message sent shockwaves through the internet, but instead of softening public opinion, it reignited criticism. Social media users swiftly called her out, accusing her of complicity. "You clapped while he broke her," one comment read, gaining thousands of likes. Another added, "Too little, too late. You failed Junior before he even got here." Her words were interpreted not as a call for peace, but as a late attempt at damage control. Meanwhile, behind the scenes in Los Angeles, the family court system reportedly found itself under enormous pressure. The drama had spilled far beyond Instagram stories and tweets. It had become a matter of national conversation, placing every legal decision under a cultural microscope. Sources close to the court suggest that both legal teams and presiding judges are growing increasingly hesitant about granting Blueface any form of custody or visitation without a full psychological evaluation. The disturbing behavior displayed, publicly ranging from verbal tirades to the disregard for his infant son's well-being, had raised alarms. One retired judge, speaking anonymously, warned that this is no longer just a standard custody case, but a cultural flashpoint, with implications that extend far beyond the courtroom. Public figures, media outlets, and advocacy groups have started to weigh in, arguing that allowing Blueface access to Junior without thorough vetting would send a dangerous message about accountability, protection, and the justice system's role in safeguarding vulnerable children. As the backlash builds and the court date inches closer, the entire saga continues to unfold like a cautionary tale about fame, family, and the blurred lines between entertainment and responsibility. And Blueface, he's cornered. Endorsements are vanishing, interviews pulled, brand deals dried up. Worse still, the public isn't just calling him out there demanding he be investigated for emotional and psychological abuse. But above all the chaos, one question hangs in the air. What happens to baby Junior? Will he be forced to grow up in the same environment that may have harmed him? Or has this become the breaking point that finally sparks change? Just when it seemed like the chaos had finally died down, Chrisean quietly reignited the fire with a single, heart-wrenching image that spoke louder than any rant or tweet ever could. After enduring a relentless wave of public humiliation from Blueface, including ridicule over her parenting and silence during the spread of shocking leaked recordings and audio files, she returned to social media with no statement, just a haunting, black and white photo that stunned the internet. In the image, baby Junior lay in a hospital bed, tiny and hooked up to monitors, while off to the side, Blueface appeared visibly broken, his head bowed, hands covering his face, his posture soaked in grief or regret. The photo struck a nerve online, sparking a firestorm of speculation and emotion. Though no date was attached, and it was unclear whether the moment was current or from months past, the truth it revealed needed no timeline. It captured a moment of undeniable vulnerability, pain, and the emotional toll their situation had taken on not just the parents, but more importantly, the child. Almost immediately, the internet buzzed with whispers that the photo was not a random post but a still from an upcoming documentary rumored to be titled Unbreakable: The Truth Behind Junior. Allegedly produced quietly behind the scenes, the documentary is expected to pull back the curtain on everything from hospital visits to police reports, to personal testimonies from those closest to the couple. One rumored trailer scene in particular has fans reeling already. A chilling voiceover from Chrisean saying, "I used to protect him, now I'm protecting my son from him." The quote alone hinted at the deep shift in her emotional stance from a woman who once defended Blueface at all costs to a mother who now sees him as a threat, not just to her but to their child. The image and the alleged documentary have triggered a tidal wave of debate, heartbreak, and solidarity online, as fans and critics alike try to piece together the timeline of events and understand the depth of the trauma that may have unfolded behind closed doors. Some praised Chrisean for her silent strength and message, while others questioned the timing or possible motives behind releasing such emotionally charged content. But whether one sees it as strategic or sincere, one thing is clear: the black and white image changed the tone of the conversation entirely. It reminded everyone that behind the chaos, behind the viral clips and back and forths, is an innocent child caught in the middle. And now, with Unbreakable rumored to hit screens soon, the world is bracing for a deeper, more disturbing truth that may finally hold someone accountable or at least show the side of the story that has gone unheard for too long. And just like that, the narrative shifted again. What began as tabloid drama has evolved into a national conversation about parental rights, trauma, and accountability. We've gone from Twitter beef to courtroom stakes, from messy clips to a child's well-being hanging in the balance. Chrisean isn't just venting anymore, she's mobilizing. Whether you see it as bravery or strategy, one thing is clear: she's putting baby Junior first, publicly and relentlessly. Now, the ball is in the court of public opinion. Should Blueface lose custody completely? Is Chrisean stepping into her power or simply shifting the blame? Was that hospital photo a cry for help or a calculated PR move? And what about the rumored docuseries healing transparency or monetized trauma? Sound off. Tag someone who's been riding this saga since day one. And don't tune out now, the next legal twist is already in motion. Word is Blueface's team is preparing a counterfiling that could reshape the entire custody battle. This isn't over. If anything, it's just getting started.